Fucking hell, are you there, isn't it?
Well live. Welcome everyone to a bit of a later MTFU Tuesdays. We're waiting on Brad telling me what topic to do, but he hasn't. So bad Brad, and how it goes.
Yeah. So if you've got any questions, ask in the side chat if anyone's actually watching.
Or ask Brad.
Yeah. As you can see, we've got Bruce back for the minute.
Hello. Did you miss me? No.
Nah.
The stalwart that is Kev.
Hello, good evening.
Evening, Gail.
And we've got some Brummy prick on the end.
Where?
Yeah. So how was Wales then?
Absolutely fabulous, mate.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's right. You can absolutely love it. Brilliant. Really is good. It's 17 acres, I think.
Yeah.
Woodland, mostly pine and some silver birch.
Cool.
So it's all fast-burning wood, but as long as you put big logs around the fire, it just contains the heat. But yeah, we're allowed to build there. As long as it's a safe structure, he might leave it.
Okay.
There's a composting toilet. There's a tap that's been capped off the doors. Yeah, it's fabulous, mate. Absolutely fabulous. There's a stream that runs through, which the water's clear as anything.
That's near the Dragon's Back, isn't it?
Yeah. I can't think of the name of the ridge that it's under. Grubby or something like that, or I don't know.
Right.
I don't know Welsh names. I'm not very good with them.
No, because I went up a mountain. I think on Rob's video, I think he's flying up the Dragon's Back, and the mountains in the background. They're the ones I went up.
Right.
When I was up in Wales.
I considered doing that, but I just didn't have the time.
Yeah, it takes a it's a day's work to walk up there and walk back down again. It's by the time you've had breakfast and faffed about.
It's a day's work just to build up the courage to do it.
Well, yeah.
I've got to ask, and did you mention the B word?
The B word?
Yes. To Rob.
Oh no. No. Brexit was not a word I used.
Damn, I was looking forward to that video. But
yeah, it's a bloody good place to go to be fair.
Yeah.
The cars are quite safe where they're parked as well, because you can't see them from the road.
Cool.
The road that there is only a small single lane road as well, so not many people get down it.
Yeah.
And it's a dead end as well, so any people that go down it mean to go down it. You know what I mean?
Oh, even better. Oh, that's good.
But it's absolutely stunning place, mate. To be fair, the village, it's not co-op and everything down there if you need to get supplies and whatever.
Right. Okay.
But there is a pub as well, which is it's probably a good 15-20 minute walk, but I've been told it's crap, so don't bother.
It's still a pub.
That's what I said.
Yeah, as long as they sell alcohol, it doesn't really matter how bad it is, does it?
I have to try it next time then, maybe next month.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'll have to see what occurs with this job tomorrow. So.
Oh, that's okay, isn't it?
So, yeah.
Has anyone else been out lately?
I haven't been out at all. Spent all this time looking forward to the kids' half term, so you can get out all the time. I've not been out yet.
Like you, Kev.
Well, I've had car trouble.
Yeah, tell me about it. I know that problem.
I got stopped by the law for. Did anyone see my post?
No.
So someone crashed the car in the village. So I was going up to pay my lottery, and I drove past and had a look. As I was looking in the car, as I was looking, there was a cop there, and he radioed through. He told the other old Bill I was possibly coming to pick up the lads that had done a runner. So the old Bill stopped me. Like, I just come back to the shop with my hand. I said, I've been told to stop you. I got chucked in the back of the traffic car. And as it turned out, the car had bloody ran out of its MOT.
Oh.
I was like, all right. Got a ticket. It was all right. He was all right in the end, as cops go. You know, I was nice to him, and he was nice to me. He said, I don't have to let you drive the car home or anything like that. But he did. He said, I'm not going to look for a couple of minutes while you turn around. But then when I took it for its MOT, it had something like ball joints had gone.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So I took the car to the mechanic, paid the mechanic, and then he says, "Oh, we've got a problem. The car parts have sent the wrong parts for the offside and near side. They sent the wrong side. So then we had to put the car back together with the old part on, so I could take the car home while we waited for the new parts to be delivered. His missus got put in hospital, which was in there for 10 days. Plus, I'd already paid him to do it. So then I thought, oh, stuff this. I need the car. I'll do the job myself. I got all the cars stripped down, and then you needed like a separating tool, like an 8-inch metal separating tool. It's like
Ball
a fork.
joint splitter. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ball joint splitter. And so then I had to wait for that. That was supposed to be delivered in 4 days, and it ended up coming in 9 days or whatever. Do you know what I mean? I was like, fucking hell, this is getting ridiculous. So the car has been up and running and legal and on the road today. So.
Nice. Can't be as bad as me, mate. Bloody hell. Turbo went on ours. Bought a new turbo, fitted it. It's gone again.
Oh no.
Yep, 180 quid's worth of turbo blown again. So today I have to spend another 80 quid and get one of the turbo cores to fit in the old turbo. So I'll be doing that the next few days.
You got all your circlip pliers to change all the little circlips.
Yeah, I've got some.
Yeah.
If not, I'm just going to get some. One of those.
Seriously,
It's still going to save me 100 quid. So.
Yeah. All your oil feeds working and that, and it's not a blocked oil feed that's just shredding your turbo, is it?
No, I actually ran something through the oil feed to make sure it was completely clear and it was all fine.
Must have been a hooky turbo or a bent.
Yeah, it wouldn't. I'd send it back and get your money back for sure.
They won't do it. None of them will. You buy a second-hand turbo for this engine, or a brand new turbo and fit it on this engine. If it's not done by a qualified engineer, not one of them will give you your money back. Your warranty, guarantee, whatever, is nil and void.
Yeah, but if it's going to cost you 80 quid, if you go to a mechanic and get him to write you a thingy out for 50 quid, you're going to save him. You're going to get something back.
Yeah, there is that, I suppose. That's not a bad idea, actually, Kev.
I did it with an alternator once. I brought an alternator on, and then I realised it was only the battery, and the alternator was like 180 quid, and the battery was 50. So I took the alternator off and took it back, and they wouldn't have it. And they said, we can't sell that because it's been attached to a car, and whatever. And I kicked off for ages, and then as I was leaving, I said, you do most of your dealings to mechanics or yards or whatever. I said, any single mechanic in any single garage will put this on any car. It's like brand new and not be a problem. And they said, well, we'll give you your full money back minus 15 quid for summer or something. So, right, that will do. Just I was leaving, I just remembered,
No, I'll bear that in mind. I might give that a try, see what they say. I doubt it, though. They'll probably just have it to fuck off. It's a scrapyard, so most of them don't give a shit.
Oh, yeah.
But how do they know you're not qualified either? Do you know what I mean?
No, I've got no qualifications to show them, so...
Prove it's not up to you to prove yours, it's up to them to prove you ain't.
Yeah, true.
It's right. You've got rights by trading standards, buddy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there is that.
But with a scrapyard, if it comes straight from a scrapyard, then it hasn't got any kind of warranty on it anyway. And it was only if it was a reconditioned one, it'd have a warranty.
Right, yeah, got it, yeah.
So it's
They're pretty much screwed, probably. So, well, I've already written that 180 quid off anyway, so I'll fit this 80 quid core in, and then I'm just getting rid as quick as possible. Sick of it.
just burn it.
The thing is as well, like, if they're saying it needed a qualified mechanic to fit it, did a qualified mechanic take it off? Usually it's just some runt, innit? Greaser.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I'd throw it back on. I wouldn't write it off anyway. I wouldn't write it. I'd try my hardest. I'd go back with a jerry can in my hand and say, it's 180 quid, you lose the lot. The whole yard's gone.
No wonder the police pulled you over.
That'd be bad enough. None of your business, fellas. Go on.
Yeah. So,
Not to stay here. Move on.
so now you got your car back on the road. You got any camps planned?
Yeah, I'm going down to Wilderness, obviously, and that's why my arse has been twitching to get the car right for them. That's a big journey for me. I'm not going out this weekend because I've got a family wedding in Leicester.
Okay.
But going down to Wiltshire for Wilderness gathering, and then I'm going over to Craig Fordham's place for 3 days.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to Tom, who I met in Sweden. He's got a YouTube channel, Back Garden Bushcraft.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to him for 4 days, so I've got 11 days solid out in the wilderness from next week. So.
Oh, lovely. So are you going down to Wilderness Gathering with Craghoppers again?
No, because Craghoppers ain't going down.
Oh, they're not doing it?
No.
Oh, that's...
But Richard, who comes on my chat from Craghoppers, is going down as a holiday.
Right.
You know, as a camp. Which would be nice, because then I get to camp with him properly, my mate, without all the pressure of work and all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, no, like when I go to Bushcraft show, like Davey and all that, they're all like, well, is that Woodland Ways now, or they're all at Stonewood, they're all working. You know, all my mates are all doing demos and all that. Now everyone that's going to Wilderness is all going for pleasure, so be a lot more chilled environment, I think. You know what I mean?
Oh, cool. Yeah. The Dave Watson, there's a guy doing blindfold friction firelighting. He's the one I did the bushcraft practitioners course with.
Yeah, I know Dave Watson. He's a good bloke.
Yeah. It's a bit weird when you sort of first meet him, but he's actually a really nice guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is a bit. He's really tall and lanky and a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just wouldn't associate him with that skill level that he has, would you?
Yeah. He's just he's so good at it. And he's got a good sense of humour as well. It's funny.
Well, what it is, I think I'm going down to Craig because in last month's issue, Craig had an article put in the Bushcraft magazine, didn't he?
Right.
And I was a little bit gutted really, because I took all the pictures for the article. It's a 5-page spread in the thingy, and I've done all the pictures, and my name never got mentioned.
Oh, really?
No. But then she turned around, Olivia at Bushcraft magazine, she turned around, she goes, oh, there was fantastic quality pictures, and they were really detailed. Didn't offer me a job, but she says, you need to get on it for freelance. And I thought, why would I go on it for freelance? I've not even get paid or thinking for the last one, but she said that she'd love it. Me and Craig work together more often, but obviously for me to work with Craig all the time, I've got to go down to bloody Kent. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
for every camp, and it's if your name's not getting a mention or you're not getting, you know, your expenses paid at least, it's not worth me going. So.
No. But, yeah, because you used to do the photography, didn't you?
Yeah.
That helps. And you got all the. Well, you got a DSLR.
Yeah, like I say, it's not even my professional one. I had to sell that one when I sort of fell out of photography for a bit. I tried to make a living out of it for a year.
Yeah.
And ended up in debt. And when I never picked the camera up for fun. And this is what I was scared about when I've been offered training apprenticeships at bushcraft schools. I thought I've tried it before. I've tried to make something I love into a profession and make money out of it, and I didn't enjoy it. So it was always, if I tried to do it with bushcraft or survival, or I thought, will it be the same? Do you know what I mean? Will it doing something that you really enjoy, like what you're doing as a living? It's like takes the fun out of it and takes the enjoyment out of it. So, but yeah. I've gone off subject a bit really, but yeah, when I fell out with photography, I got rid of the camera and I'm back down to like semi-professional now. So
that's cool.
Yeah. Still takes good images, mind. So how have you been enjoying what you've been doing then? Is it?
Well, the thing with what I've been doing, it kind of gets repetitive. But I was only doing like a 3-hour session on a Monday and a 3-hour session on a Friday, and then in between that I was kind of driving the vans, sorting out the expedition, running laser tag, Kelly kettles, all that sort of stuff. So I was still busy, but I was only doing bushcraft twice a week.
Yeah.
But it's the same session over and over and over and over. So by the end of it, I wouldn't say you're getting bored of it because the kids are still as involved with it and still as happy with it, but you kind of get really slick. You know what you're saying, you just end up just reciting it. It just just straight off the top of your head. So it's quite good. There's no sort of pausing or going
Well, I had the added pressure of not you want guaranteed a wage every week. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had that.
Yeah. But
And
yeah, basically how I run it is just start off with just say you've been dumped in the woods. It's not really bushcraft, because teaching kids bushcraft is pretty difficult, because bushcraft is a bit too relaxed and a bit too chilled out and a bit too technical for a lot of them. So the survival thing is the one you need to be teaching, because all the kids like Bear Grylls.
So you're just like a ginger Bear Grylls.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they were calling me Bruce Grylls last week. But yeah, I start off and just say, you've just been dumped in the middle of the woods. Yeah, there's nobody in side chat at all. There's supposed to be Tom watching, but no one's commenting. Anyway, what's the time? Yeah, so I start off and just say, you've just been dumped in the woods, so, what's your priorities, what you're supposed to do, and so I will say, like, shelter, fire, water, and usual. But I just say, like, the priorities to kind of, like, I orientate yourself and come up with some sort of plan. So you stick the old shadow stick in the ground, so you can figure out where north, west, east is. That gives you a bit of time to sort of take stock and think about what kit you've got, what you're going to do, and then you go on to the threes of survival, where 3 seconds with oxygen, 3 hours without shelter. So you say, okay, shelter's your priority. Then you go off and build shelters. Then you talk them through firelighting, because you do firelighting later on in the week with a Kelly kettle session. Then you just talk them through water, and then you go into food and go on like a foraging walk, and then say, right, if you're not just eating plants and stuff, you're going to want to be hunting. What do you need for hunting? So they all say bows, arrows, spears, snares. What do you need to make a bow? You need a big bit of wood. What else do you need? You need string. So they just make net or cordage, make themselves little bracelets and stuff, and then that's usually about the session, which is it goes about 2.5 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. So yeah, that's pretty
fun. I bet all loved it.
Yeah, and then if there's time afterwards, then I'll mess around and do friction firelighting or some, just go through like methods of fire and play with potassium penangamate and stuff like that, because that's quite good. But I got that spot on. I put a little pile of potassium penangamate on a bit of log before the kids turned up when they were doing the Kelly kettle session, and I got some birch bark and put the glycerin on it. And then I said, and the kids were saying, well, how do you like stuff? I said, well, birch bark's really good for starting a fire with, and I just put it on top of the log. And they said, well, how do you light it then? I said, you don't need to light it, you can light it with magic. And I heard it fizz, and I just pointed at it, and it ignited. And I went, how the hell did you do that? How did you do that? How'd you do that? And they were like freaking out. It was quite good. just sort of heard it going, awesome. And then just pointed at it anyway. I went, oh my god, he is good. But yeah, it was good.
They're all sending letters of complaint to Bear Grylls, eh? Ginger Grylls is better than you.
Yeah, Ginger Grylls can start a fire with magic.
He's got the ginger glare, it comes out of his eyes.
Yeah, that's what it is. That worked pretty well. But I tried it a couple of times, and then there's a couple of other kids noticed what I'd done. So yeah, it only worked once really well. But yeah.
Stuff like that needs to be on the curriculum, doesn't it? The kids need to be out of the classroom as much as they're in it, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and just putting them in sort of some level of danger as well. To be honest, like playing with knives and that sort of stuff, and playing with fire, where you just can't wrap them up in cotton wool the whole bloody time. So.
To be fair though, it's like they feel grown up and they feel mature, so, but they're learning responsibilities when they do it. Lily's never once fucked around with a knife.
No.
And occasionally she does with a fire where she'll pick a stick up, a pine stick with a few pine cones and a few needles, she'll put it in the fire and it'll all be embering and she'll shake it around and wave it around. But it's not really mischievous or naughty, it's just, you know, she might put a few holes in my top.
Yeah.
But, do you know what I mean? And I do stop her and say, right, just think about what you're doing, because that could send us, you know, an ember into the pine tree. And you know, it's unlikely, but you have to know it could physically happen.
Yeah.
Obviously, probably drier climates and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you need to get them out there.
Yeah. Well, I figured out a really good way of doing the Kelly kettles, because usually I've got 4 Kelly kettles, so you usually end up with about 3 or 4 kids around each Kelly kettle. So you get the ferro rod out first and say, who wants to light the fire, and you strike the ferro rod a couple of times and kids have sit and go, oh yeah, I want to play with that. So all the sort of Larry kids, all the flash ones, they all want to play with the ferro rod. So then you say, right, who can be trusted, who's the sensible ones, and it's usually you get the quieter kids, a bit more calm and sedate. So you say, right, you 4 come over here, everyone else go and look for some sticks, and then I've just got some like smashed up kindling, and then do a few feather sticks just with those 4 kids. So you're only keeping your eye on 4 knives, rather than let's give out 15 knives, and then when they come back, I've helped them and done a few really nice sort of feather sticks better than they can do, and then just say, oh, you just take the credit for it. So when the other kids come back, oh, you did that really well. So you get the kind of, but you get the kids who are kind of like ostracised from the group a bit, who everyone kind of thinks are useless, and all the flashy ones have got the ferro rods, you know, and it kind
All the kids with ADHD are running around with a ferro rod, and other ones that can be trusted have got a knife. So it's great.
Exactly, and it worked really well. So yeah, and it kind of gives them a bit of credit. So yeah, that's all right.
Did you find that out the hard way, or?
Nah. No, I thought about it beforehand.
You didn't try it the opposite way around now.
Yeah, no, it's just the Larry kids. All they want to do is set fire to stuff and stab things. So it's just like, yeah, let them set fire to stuff. They can't really hurt themselves. Well,
What Bruce is not telling you is that he keeps getting loads of complaints because all the bullies who got the fire steels end up beating the kids up in the car park afterwards because they never got to play with a knife.
Yeah. Well, if I hadn't have brought the knives into that, well, they wouldn't have used the knife at all. Yeah. Because on the session, when you got 15 kids and you say, oh, let's all make a pointy stick, so you can wave it around and poke each other in the eye, you just can't keep your eye on that many knives. It's just you'd spend an hour teaching them knife skills before you'd even hand one over.
Yeah. When I went to my first bushcraft show last year, obviously Davey was there with his company in Stonewood, and Kev was there. Remember Kev I was talking about before? Hopefully getting him on here because he was the field medic and just all the first aid and stuff. Okay. I was trying to get him on, but he's at college, so he couldn't come on Tuesdays at 9 o'clock. Yeah. Anyway, he was there doing the knife safety with kids, and along with Stuart, who's been on my chat. And the kids, they come down, I don't know, 12 kids in a session. Like all of a sudden, like the first session and the first, like on the Saturday. Where's Kev? Where's Kev? 2 of the kids are just straight away not listened. Knife out the sheath. Only a little cut. But like it was like the first thing. I was like, these kids was bleeding and needed first aid. I thought, God, I bet the mums and dads are all going to be going mad. But straight away, kids didn't listen. The first thing they told was like, don't take the knife out until you're told to. Yeah. Knife comes out, get a slice on the finger before they've even been told how to take it. Yeah. And I thought everything was going to really kick off. Do you know what I mean? It didn't. The parents was all right.
The parents just go, meh.
Parents was just like, click round the edge. Now listen.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, what's going on? The kids are bleeding. That's it.
I think one of the nastiest cuts the kids can do is using a saw, you know, Laplander or a bow saw. You can do some serious damage with that. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not just a simple cut, it's a rip straight through, and it's always deep.
You're doing tendon damage then. When you get a nice clean cut, even if you cut a tendon, they can knit it together. If you just rip your hand to pieces, you know, there's not a lot they can do to help you. So, yeah, I don't let the kids saw anything. It's just not worth it. And you got to be so careful and don't teach them to cut them towards themselves. Just give them like one move to do. Whereas feather sticking is quite good because you've got TV control. You've got the knife that side, so it can't come back towards you. You don't lift the knife up higher than your fingers, so you're just doing that little area, working the corners and turning it, so it can't really go wrong. But just keep it as simple as possible. And feather sticks is kind of quite a good one to get a grip and keep your arms straight. And just sort of rock your body on it, just doing your weight to your shoulder. But yeah, it's one of those things that will develop. But with a smaller group, if you had about 8 kids, you could do it. But it's just too many kids to keep an eye on, especially when they're too excited. Because usually I'll get them on the Monday when they've just got off the bus, so they're all excited, or I get them on the Friday when they're just about to get back on the bus, so they're all excited to go home. So it's just not worth it. If I could get them kind of midweek when they're a bit tired, and it'd be better.
I've seen one of your pictures of all the canoes then. What, you've been taking them out canoeing as well?
Yeah, I went canoeing for the day. When I was in Wales, they so I was actually so I was event staff for 5 weeks, and then I was a cohort leader. Because what you do with event staff who just say, right, I'm taking you off and we're going to do laser tag and you can run around and shoot each other in the woods. But then if you're a cohort leader, you stay with that group all week. So you tell them to get up and out of bed, you tell them where they've got to be, when they've got to be there, and then you go on session with them.
So like the drill sergeant.
Yeah, sort of, that sort of thing. Yeah, but you just stay with that team the whole week. So you go canoeing with them. We did gorge walking, did bushcraft, did pioneering, like hill walking. Yeah, it's really good. Whereas because you'd miss out on that if you was just event staff.
Yeah.
You know, because they did up in Birmingham, they were doing canoeing all the time, and I never went canoeing. All I did was hook the trailer up and drop the canoes off down by the canal, and then pick it up again at night. So
this new thing that you're going through tomorrow, then that's more not event stuff. That's more the thingy.
Yeah. You get a group of kids, and you got 8 weeks with them. It's called a respect program. So you've got 8 weeks with the kids in the evenings. And then you go out for a whole day and you whittle the kids down to a group that you think you can work with. Then you take them for 8 weeks and they teach them like drugs and alcohol awareness and communication skills and different thing every week. And then you take them all the way up to the Lake District and beast them up a mountain and make them stand under waterfalls. And
So how does that work through the winter then?
they go up there in the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. I just think, like, obviously, you know, you got a house to run and a missus and all that. I didn't know if it was more seasonal and it died down.
No, it's just
work.
You just got there for a week. So.
Cool. Sweet.
But then there's NCS runs different times as well. So then when that quietens down, then you'll be back on the NCS program, that National Citizenship Service. Which, yeah. So yeah, it should balance out throughout the year. And then you're going on training courses and stuff as well, like mountain leader courses and stuff like that. So yeah, should be interesting.
So you got any camps set up for yourself, or?
I'm going on a camp on Thursday actually. Me and Jez are going for a beach camp.
Oh, cool.
Locally.
Go back to Jez for me.
Yeah, well, and I think Glenn is coming. Glenn Russell from MTFU. He's a tree surgeon, so he's quite a good guy to talk to for getting the tree ID.
Cool.
And he's just done some bushcraft like teaching courses. It'd be good to talk to him. So yeah, I put the post up earlier saying about the meteor shower. So I'm just gonna sort of get a bivvy bag and doss on the beach somewhere.
Is it dark skies then? Yeah.
What's that?
Is it dark skies where you're going? Is it?
Yeah, it should be. Yeah. Try and get as far away from light as possible. Yeah.
Because I did a camp out at Sperm Point. I mentioned it last week, and didn't really see it because it timed with a full moon, which was horrible.
Yeah, there is a full moon, but it's supposed to go down after 12 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, but this was like all through the night.
Yeah, right.
But then last year we camped out, just me and Lily in the car, and it was ridiculous. I mean, it must have been, I don't know, every 15 minutes there must have been like one a minute at least.
Yeah.
But this year's one's supposed to be, because of the way so much is happening, it's supposed to be like 200 or 300 an hour or something.
Bloody hell.
So it's supposed to be really, really epic.
When I was in Birmingham, I saw an awesome one, and it went right across the sky, and it must have been really low, because I actually said, "Look, there's a shooting star," and about 4 people looked up and went, "Oh yes, look, there goes the shooting star."
Was it about 11 o'clock at night, Bruce? And was it moving quite slowly?
Yeah, it was
That
like
was
a
satellite.
It was like a firework.
Was it satellite?
No. It broke up.
It was a comet. Though. It was
No,
more like a comet.
No, it was like a firework, because you saw it burn and break up.
Yeah, well, that's what comets do, because they have the tail breaking up and all that.
No, if a comet hit the Earth, we'd be having a bit of a nuclear winter at the moment.
No.
Yeah.
Look at this. You can get them a lot smaller than. See, look at that one that what happened in Russia a few years ago. That didn't destroy the Earth, did it?
No,
You just
that wasn't a comet.
No.
No, it's just an asteroid. But it don't matter if it's a lump of ice. The ice would burn off straight away. It's just the rock or whatever's left over.
Yeah, you can see the tails and all that, and obviously they burn up before they hit the floor. We've seen one in the Lake District. It was ridiculous. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
But obviously, because it was a lot lower than a shooting star. Shooting stars, and even if you see a good one, you just go through the sky leaving a line. But this thing was a lot slower than what we've seen. It was just like had a tail and all bits was flaring off it. And you're just like,
That's it, yeah.
that was a comet.
Yeah. But, it was good though.
Amazing though, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. But it's just, it's something like about the size of a grain of sand.
Yeah.
Most of them. But you get anything bigger, and they'll get right into the lower atmosphere, so it will give off fire, and then just burst and break up. Because a lot of them don't even get to hit the floor, because they usually explode before they get, because the internal temperature is cooler or something, and it explodes.
Oh mate, that one we've seen in the Lake District turned pitch black sky white.
Yeah, well, it wasn't that bright.
All right. Yeah, it was like. Well, we went up there to do some star trail photography,
Right.
but it was Helvellyn. We slept at Helvellyn, but it was March and there was still snow on the floor. And like obviously with star trail photography, you're taking a picture every 30 seconds.
Right.
And within like 4 minutes, the lenses were just condensated over because it was so humid and damp. And
Oh, really?
it was like we climbed up Helvellyn, slept up there in the freezing. And I mean, I took a 2-season sleeping bag, and that was it. It was grim. And I couldn't even. But that thing made it. Seeing that comet made the trip.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have slept up there in the freezing for nothing.
Yeah, I remember when we was at Camp Shakey's, their camp. That's really dark there on the Forest of Dean, because you could actually look up and see like the Milky Way, really clearly straight above your head. That was weird. But that's one of those things you just never see if there's any kind of light pollution. Yeah, hopefully it'll be good and it won't be cloudy. The weather's looking okay at the moment, but that don't mean nothing. So.
Sparky Steve's in the side chat. We've got Shane in the side chat.
All right, Shane. All right, Sparky Steve.
In the side chat. Ginger.
Yeah.
Bushcraft and
Are you taking any cameras or Bruce?
Sorry?
Have you got a camera to photograph them?
Nah, I ain't got anything that would slow down that much. I'll just take video camera.
Yeah, well, I took the video camera last year and I couldn't catch a single thing.
No, you need a massive lens as well, don't you, to get the amount of light in?
Not really, not if you mess around with the ISO, but.
Right, okay.
And well, because obviously because you're taking a longer exposure, then it's not really the same.
Yeah, true. Yeah, well, I'm just not that clued up on photo cameras. I'll just take a video camera. They're just on slightly smaller. Yeah. But yeah, and then got wilderness gathering as well. It's not this week, next week, isn't it?
Are you going there for the day, or are you camping?
No, I'm going to go down there and camp. I'll take
cool.
a tent with me, I think. try and get as long down there as I can, really.
You know, you like to come and find me, or vice versa.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
I'll be there on a Saturday afternoon, lads.
Okay.
Oh, Saturday morning, I'm going to make the most of it. We're only going up for the day, and it's like 12.5 quid each, so yeah, we're going up for the Saturday only.
Oh, you're not coming on the Incredible Hulk bike then?
Yeah.
You sprayed your bike green then? What have you done to your bike?
No, but I've actually considered it, to be fair.
What, sprayed it green?
A brother of a friend, he's recently done, well, he'd done his bike matte black anyway. It's a proper little ratted out, I think it's a GSXR. But he's done this mad green looking paintwork on it. It looks kind of like scales. It looks awesome. You can see the bike's black, but it's just got bits of green on it here and there. And it just looks awesome. It really does. I'll send you a picture later of it. It really does look good.
Cool.
So that picture of that green bike then, is that just Photoshop or has it really been spray green?
Green? No, it's black. My bike's black.
So what was the picture of the green bike earlier?
What green bike? I didn't see that.
It was on your post.
No, it might be the light showing it as green, and I don't know. Either that or your screen's knackered, mate.
I see a picture of your bike earlier that was black, and then there was a picture below it, and everything was green. The handlebars, the exhaust, everything was just green. I thought, fucking hell, what's she sprayed the exhaust with? It's green.
My mate might have done that, then I don't know. I ain't done that. I ain't done that.
Oh man, that's going to do me head in now. It's either that or I'm losing my marbles.
Yeah. Well, because it's on the end, it's on the end of your video, isn't it? You're spraying it black.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. It's a stove
What
paint
did
that I
you
used as well.
It's
I
what?
used stove paint, black stove paint, because
Ah,
it turns
right.
out proper matte black. If you get to Poundland and you buy that shitty like matte black spray they've got, it's like a satin, it don't look quite right, and
Yeah.
it doesn't hold the temperatures, and you get a bit of
Yeah.
petrol on it and it wipes off. So, but you use stove paint and it works. It works well. And it stays a proper matte black.
You key it in as well.
Key in? What, rub it down? What? What are you talking about?
You rub it down when you crash it.
That's more than likely.
Rub it down on the tarmac. Yeah, because I was watching it and you're spraying the exhaust. I was like, what is he doing? It's going to stink. Well, it's going to stink anyway, but...
I ain't took it out yet, so I'm going to have to take it out tomorrow.
Alright. Yeah, well, make sure you get the paint out the air filter first.
Yeah, gonna be fun. Gonna be fun. Someone said I should spray it in MTP colour.
Why? Why would you want to spray MTP? That's just wrong. Anyway, what other camps anyone got planned? There's Camp Arrow soon as well, isn't there?
Yeah, it's a week after the Wilderness Gathering.
Right, okay. So what's that
That's
all about?
That's in Coventry.
Yeah, I can't make that one because it's my dad's birthday.
Oh, what, mate?
I can't make that one because it's my dad's birthday, so...
Oh, yeah. Say hello to your dad for me as well. Happy birthday and everything.
Yeah, I will do. Still got to get him a present. Don't know what to get him. Anyway. Yeah. You got any camps planned, Matt?
Not really planned.
No.
See how it goes. I've got loads to do, so...
Yeah, no, I've got loads to do, but I've got loads of time, so...
Yeah, I've got no time. I know what to do.
I really wasn't going to do the wilderness gathering, but then I was just like, nah, bollocks, I've got the time, I can do it, so I will. Hopefully.
I've never done this one. I'm looking forward to it, to be fair.
Yeah, everyone says it's a better vibe than Bushcar Show, because it's just far too commercial. And there's a lot of people there that I know and will get on better with.
Yeah.
Than Bushcar Show, because it's just... I think bringing Ray Mears in last one, it just kind of spoilt it a bit, considering he just turned up and insulted everyone.
But he insulted, Dave Connell, who works, the TV guy that sometimes come on my chat.
Yeah.
It was like 6 minutes, 7 minutes late into the talk, and me and Dave were sitting there, like front row, not in the tent, but on the outside for the big screen.
Yeah.
And Dave said, "Fat bastard, I'm off." I walked away. Said if we can't show you the respect to be there on time. He went and he left. I thought, fair play to you, buddy. Have you seen the owners are in America though?
What's in America, sorry?
The owners of the Bushcross show.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they've gone into America and they've just had the picture taken with Dave Canterbury and said, "Watch this space, big things coming." And I thought,
really?
I hope they don't think they're going to try and top Ray Mears with Dave Canterbury.
That's not going to work, is it?
Yes, that picture looked green to me on my screen.
You might want to adjust the colour on your screen.
Yeah, it looked like the whole bike was green. It looks like you sprayed the seat and everything.
That's what it was. Yeah, so they're going to have Dave Canterbury there. Well, they did have Cody London there, didn't they?
Yeah, he went down really well, I think.
Yeah, he was interesting. I only caught about half of his. That was the year it rained loads, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He was good.
But because obviously Dave works with Ed Stafford, I know they're working with Ed Stafford to get Ed there.
Yeah.
If Ed goes there, then it would definitely. See, I was oohing and ahhing whether I'd go next year.
Yeah, I'd go if Ed Stafford was there because I really like him.
Yeah.
But the problem is, because I haven't got Sky, I miss so many blooming programs that are only on Discovery or only on whatever.
You need to get yourself one of them cheap boxes, because all the Ed Stafford shows.
Yeah, the
I think
Cody
it was
box.
kind of me. Yeah.
I've got a Cody box. I just keep forgetting.
My missus was on about getting a fire stick with Cody on it, and we've got a PC hooked up to the bloody TV house, so just whack it on that. And then she's still going on about fire stick and Cody. It's like, what are you talking about? I'm going crazy. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah, you don't need a fire stick to have Cody. When you buy the little boxes, can't you? The little. That's what I've got. Yeah, it's good for films. You just sort of type in any film and it'll appear, so it's good.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'll have to search for Ed Stafford and stuff. But it's one of those things you can't really binge watch it because it starts getting really hard work, doesn't it? So you can kind of watch a couple of three of them and then that's it.
Yeah, it's like some of the stuff, like, I don't know, when I was into Game of Thrones, you'd want to watch the next episode straight away, but something like that, sometimes it's good to have that week break.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
But yeah, if Ed goes, then I would definitely make it, I reckon.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's
Because-
an awkward one because it's so bloody far to drive, but it's cheap to go for the day. But the way they did it this year, a lot of people went to Edale, didn't they, and then went there on the way home. That was quite a good way of doing it. Worked out a hell of a lot cheaper. Because was it 140 quid this year per person?
I wouldn't buy it.
140 quid to go shopping. Pissed off.
Well, everybody figured out that the quickest way to do it was go on Groupon, pay 8 quid for a ticket there, and go for the game. It's easier.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to have a look at the Wilderness Gathering, see if they've got anything on that on Groupon as well. It's $12.50 per person to get in. So if Groupon are doing it, then it might be a couple of quid off that. So.
Yeah. Well, the thing with the Bushcraft show as well, they always say this is the cheapest you can possibly get the tickets. These will not be reduced. So you buy your ticket early, you get the early bird deal when it's about 100 quid, and then it goes up to 140 quid, and then they go and reduce them all anyway. So it's like, well, you lied to me then. But they've done it every year. Stuck it on Groupon just to flog tickets, which is out of order really. Because the people early bird, they should have got the cheap tickets.
Yeah, because they're normally there every year as well.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you got your regular customers who want to buy your tickets early. And
I don't have that problem, I don't, so...
Yeah, but the thing is, you've got your regular customers, but they also help fund it as well, because that's like your start-up costs, isn't it? You get a few tickets sold early, and then you can get your advertising and all that done.
paid for Wilderness. I paid £100 for the weekend for me and Lily for 2 tickets.
That's all right.
But I don't know if that's good or cheap. It seemed fair enough, like for 2 of us for
Yeah, no, totally.
4 days, 3 nights.
Yeah, no, it's good. So when you're going up there, Thursday to Monday, is it?
I reckon so. Yeah.
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 Is it Bank Holiday Monday? No, it's not Bank Holiday Monday. It's the week before, isn't it? The week after. Yeah. It's the 29th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Bank Holiday.
Yeah. So yeah, it'd be a good trip. Like I say, then I'm off down to Craig, and then I'm off with Tom.
Nice one.
He's got loads planned for me down at his little camp. So, long time to be out though, isn't it? 11 days on the shore.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah. Are you going to come back and restock and repack and go out again? And
No, fuck that. That's why I'm doing it. I was going down to Wilderness, coming back home, and then going all the way to Herefordshire to go with Tom. And I thought, well, that's a lot of driving up and down the country from where I am. It's like 6 hours.
Yeah.
And so I said, Craig said, oh, well, they want us to work together again in the Bushcraft magazine. I said, well, can I use that 3 days work instead of coming back up here for 3 days? Can I come down to yours for the stopgap?
Gotcha.
You know, and it saves a 4-hour car journey or whatever it saves. So doing that instead.
No, that's fair enough.
I got to work on an article for the magazine and stay at Craig's, but we're going on the Y. I think we're going down his canoe on the Y. So if it's nice, at least we can have a wash in the Y, I suppose.
Yeah.
Don't drop your camera in the water.
Again.
Yeah.
Whereabouts did you go? When you get canoeing on the water, whereabouts did you go to?
Me?
Yeah.
Don't know, because I've never done it.
Oh, right, okay, it's alright.
I
went across the bridge on my way back from Wales to the day.
Yeah.
On my way back from where that camp was. And I went across the Y and I seen a lock up on the bank of the Y, and there's a lot of people canoeing there. A hell of a lot. It looks really nice actually. It looks awesome.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a real clean river and full of fish, and so we'll do a bit of that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what river we went on, to be honest. They did say Raymere's occasionally turns up and then just shuts a whole section of river so no one can use it. When he's
done that at the back end of the Thames as well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He got special permission, and he was like, there was like such and such rare flower, but he got special permission to walk through it and stuff. And
Oh, right. Yeah. But I'm not sure what river it was, but it's quite good. There's a few little rapids on it and that. But could have done with a bit of.
we'll have to just camp down there as a group, and when he turns up one day, we'll just be pulling moonies like a big scene of Braveheart at him. Stick this in, ITV walks or whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Well, the handy thing is, if I get on all right with this, where I'm working, I can go down to Wales and nick one of their canoes and stick it on the roof of my car and borrow it for a couple of days.
Oh, cool.
So.
We went out with the inflatable kayak the other day. I bought an inflatable kayak and I thought, if I use it and I take it out, and it's more of a hassle than a proper canoe, you just lob on your roof. You've got to blow it and fill it and all the rest of it. And I thought, if me and Lily do get out, then I won't mind buying an open canoe, like a alley one or a ply one or something. And it was hard work compared to a proper canoe, really, because I'm a big lad. By the time I got into it, the ring was under my armpits. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to go. But she loved it. She absolutely loved it, bless her. And then
you've got a lot more drag than a normal canoe as well, isn't it?
No, it wasn't bad at drag at all.
Oh, really?
It really wasn't bad. Maybe because the front end was sticking up like off that scene off Shallow Well. You know what I mean? But it wasn't bad. It went through the water for a £40 bloody inflatable. It went through the water really well.
Oh, that's good.
Apart from, like I say, because I'd just done that week in Sweden, I was that high and all the rest of it, and now I was a different way of paddling.
Yeah.
But yeah, she loved it. And when we got back, and we had a bit of a picnic inside the kayak. You know what I mean? And she was like, "I bet you won't let me dive in the river, would you, Dad?" I said, "I bet I would." And she goes, "No, you won't." I said, "Go on then, off you go." She went off the canoe, and she was like, "Ah, it's freezing, Dad." And I said, "Well, that's why I've let you."
Learning
You know,
curve.
because now you throw you in at the deep end. You're going to know that the water's going to be cold, but it's not going to be so cold that it's dangerous. You know, any time that we go out, 'cause we won't go out in the winter.
No.
And I said, but if we are going to do a canoe, you know, there's a bit of possibility you're going to go in, and now you won't panic, you know, when you're in, because you know you've been in and you've had a swim, and you know.
Yeah, I like the idea of the inflatable ones. It'd be good round my way because we've got a lot of salt marsh. Just to sort of bimble around all around the backwaters. That'd be quite good.
What's the price of them these days? The inflatable ones. What kind of money are you looking at?
I paid 40 quid.
That's not bad, is it?
Brand new out of Lidl in Lidl specials. You know, and they have all the stuff. But you can get them off. You can get the same brand off eBay for the same price, posted for free.
And it's a good quality cloth canoe.
Well, it took me, mate, at 20 stone and Lily and a bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just needs a dry bag and that's it.
It comes with its own stuff sack. It's got really good valves on it. That my electric pump wasn't so good. You know, it got it so far, and then we went in the water, and I realised it wasn't doing so well. So then I had to get pull over a little bit, and then I had to get my mouth on it for the last 4, 5, 6 good breaths, just to give it a bit of point. But the seats was comfortable. It has like a footrest thing in the front, and on the front seat it has a pouch that you can take off and Velcro or zips on, and it's all like for storage of phones, wallets, all waterproof, all zipped in, and for 40 quid.
That's all right, bloody hell.
Can't argue that price, can you?
No, I can't, not at all. Yeah.
That's the one was a while ago, for about 70 to 100 quid.
Yeah. Are you going to do a video on it?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking about it, but I've already lost one camera. The only camera of any quality I've got left is the DSLR. So.
No, I mean, just like pump it up in your back garden or something.
Oh, maybe. I mean, hopefully we'll check it out again.
It'd be interesting just to see what you get.
The only one downside I have to the whole thing was, obviously, when we was in Sweden, we had 3 people in our canoe. When you got to the way you was going, you just paddled, and you just, the boat was metal. It just went up the bank.
Yeah.
Getting in and out of this thing at the side of a river, and it was only like a foot step up. You couldn't get out of it. You had to go in the water to physically get out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't ram it up the bank. Yeah, I'll get you.
Yeah. And if you had something like a bit of a beach landing or something, or like a gravel thing where you gradually got figured, because I had like the side of a man-made river with a 90-degree angle ledge. I just couldn't get out. There was no way of getting out.
Yeah.
Without going into water. So. But it wasn't even that one a problem, because I was in shorts and I had a pair of Crocs on. So.
Yeah, true.
But that was the only one issue, that it's not a canoe where it's stable if you stand up, and you just can't ram it up the edge. But that's it, and that's not really the canoe's fault or kayak's fault. You know what I mean?
No, I'll go look into one of them. But.
Definitely, especially with the little ones. The little ones absolutely. She loved it. She absolutely loved it.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, guys, I've got to sign out because I've got a long day tomorrow. So.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Yeah, best of luck with that one, mate.
Are you going to stay on for a little while, guys?
Yeah, nearly time to wrap up anyway. So.
Yeah, nearly there. Okay, I'll say goodbye to everyone. How many? 8 people watching now. 3 likes. That's good.
I'll say to everyone, and if you're in the wilderness gathering,
yep.
I'll see you then. That's it for that. See you next Tuesday in the chat or something.
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing you.
I think what we'll do, we'll just end the chat there now. So that's bye from me.
And it's a goodbye from me. Let us know. Let even me or Matt know if the times has been a bit better for everybody. And I'm not going to be on for a couple of free chats now. I'll be going away, be out in the wilderness, so we'll have to see you in a few weeks and I'm sure Matt will keep me informed of what he wants from the chat and how we're getting on with it.
Yeah. Right. So, bye guys.